started with the family saying, warning, warning, warning. Which one you want? You niggas is confusing. Do we ride with the police and do what the family say? I'm going to send you the clip right now, Remo.
In this clip, Wack says he knew Big U was going to get arrested. In a recent video, we covered how Wack has been able to collect the massive amount of information he comes across through his team. I'll drop a link to that in the description. Shout out to Kliff World TV, who made an appearance in this video. I'll link his channel in the comments below so you can sub.
Yo,
he is no longer who that.
Yo, what up, bro?
Yo, what up? We live on No Jumper News.
Shit, what's the word?
Man, shit, we just reading this court document that just...
Yeah, we're breaking it down on the hunter side, too. You know, we got all the content. I got all the shit. You know, motherfucker knew certain things was coming. We knew certain shit was going on, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's like the popularity vote counts. Everybody gonna see that this man was working for 3-4 different agencies. He was comfortable. He knew his phone was hot, knew his phone was wiretapped, but he thought it was hot through the people he was working with. He had no idea that them other agencies was on him as well. So, you know, you got we reading the New Jersey paperwork where he took took all them Sue Surf, all that shit down, where he was in the paperwork. 2 weeks later when the indictment come, everybody's there with him. I see Loose Cannon is in there for a robbery, which that's something Big Q lied on that man about. He wanted him to do something, he wouldn't do it. And we got a call, which I got the content on my phone from the dude that's pretending to. It's nasty, bro. It's nasty work. It's nasty work, and niggas is playing dirty ball, but it is what it is, man.
Let me ask you this, Wack. How do you feel about them using the episode from the Adam and Wack show where Luce came on there and made the accusations that he said?
Where they use that at?
All right, so on page 52 right here, scroll up, maybe it's 51. So we just read where basically they were saying how Luce Cannon, which his last name is Williams, he admitted on the No Jumper podcast of Henley sending him to do robberies and getting the money back, and they said rapper RR and rapper MM, which is I'm assuming is Rick Ross and Meek Mill. And they basically saying that he talked about this on the No Jumper podcast, and they got your name in it too, where he said Wack is...
He talked about that on the Clubhouse with all the Philly niggas when I'm listening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, on the court document I'm reading and shit, they saying that this was talked about on No Jumper and Vlad TV, and it's just... What do you think about that? Like, they were loose.
What did it say, though? What did it say?
All right, it says, Williams later admitted to this robbery in the aftermath on a podcast, on the No Jumper podcast, after Williams stated that Williams was Henley's right-hand man. Williams explained, so basically he'll manipulate things. We'll go and do something, and then the same niggas we'll do it to, he'll show up to the house like 10 minutes later, and we'll try to count everything. And then he'll be like, how the fuck? And then Williams then said that Henley would state, well, we just going to give like 40,000 back. This is not the part I read, but also says
40,000 back. What situation was that?
They're talking about the Meek Mill and Rick Ross situation where supposedly...
It couldn't have been because, see, this is what everybody didn't know, right? First of all...
Hold on. Let me read this part too, and then you can answer. So it says, scroll up, Josh. It says, all right, this is Luce Cannon speaking. You know why he wanted to give the dude back the $40, right? Because he was going to make the dude give him $20 for getting it back. Williams then agreed, of course. He did it to the two famous rappers. Williams then detailed demanding $50,000 from the celebrity rapper RR, which is Rick Ross, I'm assuming, or they would kill him, and demanding MM, which is Meek Mills, and they would kill the celebrity if they didn't pay $50,000. And Henley stopped answering the phone and did not share any of the proceeds with Williams, according to the No Jumper and Vlad TV segments. Henley then served a cease and desist order on No Jumper, and this podcast episode was removed from the platform, although a recording of this episode is available online somewhere else.
So here goes the thing with that, right? I brought Luce and all the Phillies dudes on the Clubhouse, right? All of them, TP Bay, everybody, right? So they can tell their story. Now, I know the real motherfucking story. So if niggas is running content, I'm going to let them run their content. Truth be told, TP Bay, Luce Cannon, None of them people was really the people involved in that. The people involved in that was real Sunni Muslim dudes. And it was a simple conversation. You know why wasn't no money passed around? Because the fucking misunderstanding, which it wasn't, was Meek Mills was going to give Big U a free date to perform. That's all it was. Right?
Yeah.
So Meek Mill get a call to go do another show on whatever date. So we take his bag, tell Draws, reschedule. But I think what had happened was, I think Big U, outside of Meek Mill keeping it real with him doing a date for he thought was for the kid for developing options, I think Big U had fuck around and went and sold the date to somebody. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like me, like, yo, Adam, come do this for me. You know, I'm doing this for Incredible Diapers. And then I go tell the dude, hey, I got Adam. You want him? I give me 50,000. You can have him for the day. And I'm just act like it's me. And then Adam like, hey, something come up. Because he know he doing something for me for love. Can you switch the date? I should be able to switch the date because it's what it is, right? Can't do it because I done sold the date to another nigga playing, right? What's funny about that ain't gonna stick because Meek Mill or Rick Ross, either one of them gonna ever say that they gave up 40 or 50,000 because it was never no money exchange. Just because Loose Cannon's saying some shit, I mean, let's keep it real, bro. Can we speak freely right now without all you niggas getting scared? Who don't know that Loose
Go
Cannon
ahead,
be
Wack, speak
exaggerating
freely,
and making
man.
up shit? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
So you saying this was a fabricated
Man,
story?
Bro, what it was $40,000 or $50,000 was never given. TV Bay wasn't playing, nigga. What no nigga ever finna come on they watch and take no money from them.
But that's
it wasn't gonna happen.
But the thing
It
is,
just
though,
wasn't gonna happen.
maybe the money wasn't exchanged, but that don't mean that Luce didn't say that the niggas didn't get held hostage.
Yeah, they was in the club.
Yeah.
What you mean? They was in the club. Like, P.T. them in there thick. Like, them niggas ain't no walk in the park, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Rick Ross team, believe it or not, that's P-Funk with the homie. The G-homie duck with him. That ain't happening. That's not happening. That's Paul Rue with Rick Ross out here. That's a fact. That's not happening. So, I mean, you know, it sounds like one of those Keefy D situations right now, where they taking what a motherfucker said minus a body and saying you did this. There is no way. Look, for this to be an issue on Loose, that means Rick Ross and Meek Mill gave a statement. Let's start right there. Can we agree?
I mean, from the paperwork I'm reading, they just saying Williams is the one that made this public. I ain't really saying anything about.
I can go on that motherfucker and say, nigga, I quit No Jumper because I robbed motherfucking Adam, took his fucking shoes and his computer out of his office. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't hit the internet. Does that make it true? Did Adam call the police department and report that he got robbed? So I'm saying in order for that to be supported, right, it got to be a police report tied to it. What I'm saying. I know it never happened.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody gonna be the character they want to be. Brick Baby in the last 6 months, keep it real. We watched Brick Baby go from super gang banger to fucking, I'm gonna say gay shit, I'm just gonna troll. Am I right? I put my fingers in the ass. I like pussy. Let's keep it real. Do you believe Brick Baby's gay?
Nah, he running content.
Oh, he running what? Say it again.
He running content.
Okay, so
he
what's
trolling.
the difference So what's the difference when he does it? Do you not know what happens?
But the difference is, though, is all right, Brick Baby trolling some gay shit, but the nigga Loose Cannon, if he running content, if he's telling real stories that happen, then that's a little different than running content.
Hey, yo, let me ask you something. If you went and told a story on the motherfucking No Jumper News today, talking about how you robbed Black 100, witness pockets, pulled a gun on me,
Yeah.
I was slipping scared, and you took my rollie, what's going to happen in the algorithm?
Everybody going to be talking about it. It's going.
In the last 12, 13 months, let's keep it real, right? What have the world seen me do with Loose Cannon's name?
Yeah, y'all been mashing. Y'all been getting it out there.
Ain't no y'all. Ain't no y'all. I've been who the fuck I've been in the algorithm, right?
Yeah.
I was able to sit him on my platforms. No Jumper, Clubhouse, Academics, let him call in wherever I went, right? And let him be his character. Come on, bro. You and fucking Adam sit there. What's that weird ass nigga? Orlando Brown. Y'all sit there with Orlando Brown for 2 hours. Do you believe what's coming out his mouth?
Yeah, you know Orlando tricky.
No,
He's just saying some random shit.
All that. Okay,
nah, 100%. Nah, he said
what
random
Luce was saying was believable though. He sounded believable.
I did this sexually to this dude, all kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And it hits the algorithm and goes crazy. Everybody watching. I know the nigga name not from no real shit because all he says is a bunch of crazy shit about celebrities, right? Who else did it? Big homie CC. You watched me expose him, did you not? That nigga been telling lies about all these industry dudes until I came and exposed him, brought their real security, and everybody said we never seen you. He stopped doing it. So what's the difference? You think if that nigga Loose Cannon really robbed him niggas of 40, 50,000, he gonna talk about it openly? He's talking about it because he know it never happened.
All right, let me ask you about this. All right, so another big thing everybody is running with. So they feel like Christopher Lovejoy, what 600. He said he was just reacting to information that was out there, but
that's a fact.
They're saying that he was just like ahead of talking about the DNA being found underneath Big U fingertips.
He wasn't ahead of nothing. If you go on TikTok, the daddy and the mama been going crazy. See, it ain't his fault that people don't know the content is there.
Yeah.
Right? I had a nigga tell me 3 years ago, damn Wack, nigga, you was gonna get out with Michael Jordan and security. And I'm looking at this nigga like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? How you know about that shit? It's a video up on YouTube. I had no idea the video of me squaring off with Michael Jordan and his fucking security is on YouTube, bro. So just because you don't know it's there, don't mean it ain't there. Okay, everybody know that Big U is a 600 nemesis. So anything about Big U, 600 little fans and his little people is going to send to him. You watch my phone, Remo. How much does my phone go off in a fucking minute, bro? Sending me shit. Anybody they feel I got an issue with, boom, 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 they send it. So you can't get mad.
Yeah.
Is he running content that's already up? Just because you didn't know about it, nigga, that's you. I can tell you about all kind of content I know that's up that I just chose not to talk about it. But if it's up, it's in the motherfucking, if it's up, hey, bro, nigga, talk about it. If that's the case, then what the fuck we doing? Because we talking about shit. Niggas is fighting cases. We talk about a shooting that happened at a club regarding this person. What you think happened, but it's up. It's video footage. We looking at arrows. We looking at it's up. So so you can't pick and choose who can talk about what.
Now, once that content up, that content up.
Once it's up, it's up, homie.
Once the content, it's all, now who put the content out? That's the real thing.
There you go.
Once it's already spoke about out there.
There you go. Now you got to remember. Now let me just wake y'all up. This Las Vegas shit, we've been getting calls for 13 months about it, homie. The family been calling me 600 and Loose Cannon for 13 months. Loose Cannon looked out for that family because they ran into some hardships. He looked out for them. Get what I'm saying? We've been listening for 13 months.
The family of Rayshawn Williams, right?
That's a fact. Remo, I told you 9 months ago, I got a call from my partner who said, hey, I got a bitch work in the spot. They said a 50-page indictment just went up top for Eugene Henley. You don't remember me telling you that?
Yeah, I remember.
I told you that. Right?
Yeah.
So my partner, he ain't got nothing to do with that. But that's his bitch. So his bitch is like, hey, you know the guy, Big U? Yeah, she worked at the wherever the fuck they work at processing the work for them people. Yeah, he got a 50-page indictment, just got kicked up top. Whatever the fuck that means. So I'm sitting back watching. I know this nigga. Ain't no way, nigga. This nigga got to be hot as a firecracker. I'm looking at this grid shit, but this nigga to be. I'm looking at this shit going on in Jersey. He took down a whole New Jersey 6-0 card. We got to work. Ain't no way, nigga. You named. It's 14 of y'all. They got you named as number 4, the gang leader, recognized and acknowledged by the New Jersey Rolling 60s for calling shots, for doing this, transporting the guns and drugs. Eugene Henley, moniker Big U1 on Instagram, phone number such and such and such, and 10 days later, they served a motherfucking indictment, and every motherfucking body that was on there 2 weeks prior get picked up, but you. See, this murder 2021.
Mm-hmm.
They bullshitted the fact that Big U DNA been online, like mine online. But they let us out that penitentiary, they swab us. Right? But if a nigga working here and working there and working there, they gonna buy their time to close their cases. When they close the case, they wanna throw a nigga away, you fucking with a body, they gonna get out the way. So it been there. They just told the family we gotta get DNA. Did they probably go do the warning? Did it to go through the formalities? They probably did do that. But they've been having this nigga DNA since 2004. Eddie Boys is crimey. When Eddie Boy paroled, they took his DNA. Right? So at this point in time, what you about to see is 600 did what he's supposed to do. Because I played a recording today. You know what the recording said? The police don't want nobody to know, but they're going to go arrest him this month or the top of April. So guess what? Guess if everybody would have found out 600 knew this, right?
Wait. All right,
he
repeat
didn't say nothing.
So 600 had a recording saying that Big U was going to get arrested in April?
Yeah, he got the recording because I got the recording. They talking to me.
Who's saying that?
They
Recording?
said, nigga, it's the family that been calling for a year.
All right.
I wake up March 3rd. Here, Remo, here you go. I wake up March 3rd to this. Remo. Nigga, we don't know. Look, I'm finna send it to you here. Shorty, I don't give a fuck. Here you go, Remo. This what we wake up to. People wonder where it come from. Nigga, it come from the people. I just sent you the text. What the text say? Out of nowhere. You don't see no text history with me and this lady.
All right, so March 3rd, you get a text message say, hey, good morning. DNA came back, shaking my head. You say, who's DNA? And then it goes, the person says Big U. And then you say, huh? And then you go, and then the person say, him for killing my brother. And then in another message, it says, in Las Vegas, yes, call me. And then I guess y'all got on the phone. But yeah, you did receive a text message on March 3rd saying the DNA came back.
And on that recording, here you go, Remo.
Oh, Wack, now Wack, let me ask you something.
Let it out.
Why was 600 even come to the internet with it at all though? Just for the sake of it.
Hey bro, let me tell you something, bro.
Go ahead, Wack.
First of all, for the world is like this. Fuck Big U. It's a lot that went on y'all don't know about, first of all.
Okay.
But even though it was fuck Big U, let me ask you something, homie, see how smart you is, whoever I'm talking to.
It's Kliff.
It's Kliff World TV.
Kliff World. Do they got Big U in custody right now?
Last time I looked up, no, but I don't know.
Last thing we said is it said he's a wanted fugitive.
Hold on. Why the fuck you think that is, nigga? Take a guess. Let me see how smart
Wack,
you are.
I don't even want to guess.
Why you think he knew where not to be?
I don't even want to take a guess.
You niggas is slow. You fucking one-track minded. Listen, nigga, I wish a nigga would play something to tell me, hey, they owe you, nigga. He really was helping the nigga. What the police said, we've been investigating since 2021.
Okay.
This shit come to us March 3rd. Whatever the fuck they was gonna do is done. Why you think Big U wasn't sleeping in his house at 4:30 this morning? Take a guess, nigga.
Hey,
so which one you want? Oh, 600, you knew about this shit, didn't say nothing? Oh, nigga, you putting the clips on it, what the family saying. Warning, warning, warning. Which one you want? You niggas is confusing. Do we ride with the police and do what the family say? I'm going to send you the clip right now, Remo. Play it for the world. Does he ride with the police and do what the family say and say, don't tell nobody, just let them go get them. You know what we did? Put them to sleep. We ain't gonna say nothing. What did we do, Remo? Woke them up, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, I show you text messages, the family cussing our ass out, calling us every name of the book. You snake motherfuckers, y'all play my mama. Whoopty, 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 whoop. So which one you want, Kliff World? You want a nigga to do what the police say do and keep him asleep or wake him up? Which one you want, nigga? Which one would you want to happen to you if you was the nigga that they were saying, hey, he don't know this, but this is coming. Don't say nothing because they coming to get him. Would you want a nigga that don't say nothing or wake you up? Which one, bro? I'm waiting.
Man, hit me with a sleek text message. Don't tell everybody.
Huh?
I said, hit me with a sleek little
He
text.
said, hit him with a message and let him know.
Don't tell.
I'm glad you
hit me
said
from the
that.
payphone or
Watch
something. Hit me from the
Hey,
payphone.
watch
Don't
this.
tell
I'm
the
glad
internet
you
though.
said that.
Hit me from the
Hold
payphone. Don't tell the internet.
Hold on. I'm glad
Hit me
you
from the
said
payphone.
that. Here you go, Remo.
Payphone.
No, hold on. Remo, here you go. Check your text.
All right.
Tell me the date of that, nigga, and that's the big U wife. What's the date of that, Remo?
All right. So yeah, after you got that message,
Huh?
after you got the message, you hit up Big U's wife. You said, sis, 911. 1 sec, let me get Solo. And you gave him a heads up.
What I tell him?
You said, 1 sec, let me get Solo. He needs to leave. Bad. In caps, all caps. He needs to leave.
I said so bad, right?
Yeah, full bad.
What the 600 saying this shit is 4 rolling 60 telling on it.
All right, so Wack, let me ask you
Oh,
about,
so
man?
that's what the 4 bad
What you
means.
talking about, nigga? You little brain,
Let me
nigga.
ask you this,
Where you
Wack.
niggas go to talking, nigga? Because if a nigga wouldn't, now I just sent you a clip. Play the clip. You gonna hear the people saying, "Don't say nothing. Don't tell nobody nothing. Don't say nothing." So which one you want? If he wouldn't have said nothing and y'all found out nigga knew, you would say what? Why you didn't say nothing?
Now, one thing about it, Wack, once it's content, it's content. Now, I ain't the one that brought it to the internet. You smell me? When it's on the internet, people gonna circulate it around like NBC News, CNN News, ABC News, MSNBC
First of all, let me
News.
tell you how it got to the internet. I got a lady on my side, young lady named Pink from Chicago. Every Monday, she has a room with no room for the week on the Hunter side called Murder Mysteries. She pulls shit up off the internet that's there, newspaper clippers, and they read it and they try to figure it out.
It's off murder.
They pulled up Rayshon Williams.
Ooh,
they read the murder mystery. They reading it. It's on the Google right now.
They read the murder mysteries and they trying to solve the murder.
In Las Vegas desert. It's been there since 2021, right? So they're reading it. As they read it and they try to figure it out, the mother used to work for Big U. Did you know that, Kliff World?
I don't know nothing.
Did you know that the mother was a team mother
I don't know nothing.
on a motherfucking Crenshaw coach, passed out Capri Suns and fucking cut up oranges? Now let me ask you something, Kliff World.
I don't know nothing.
If this lady is working for your organization and her son lived with you for 2 years, you know her voice, don't you?
Wack, I gotta plead the fifth. I don't know. Wack.
Do you know her voice? Yes or no?
Hey, Wack, I don't know nothing.
You'll be familiar with her voice.
You don't know shit.
You'll be familiar with her voice.
Shut the fuck up. Because you don't know her voice. You get what I'm saying?
Wack, I gotta step out of this one, Wack. I gotta step out of this one, man.
You don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm a withdraw.
Who worked for you at an organization for 3-4 years, whose son lived in your house for 2 years, you wouldn't know her fucking voice?
Sheesh.
Well, nigga, if you don't want to talk about it, nigga, then mute up. So,
hey,
Remo, go ahead on and press play and let the world hear what the instructions was from the family and what the nigga 600 did do. Maybe they'll respect it.
Yeah, let's hear
you
that.
got it. This is exclusive.
All right, I'm about to play it.
Here, Remo.
I don't know what this is, but I'm about to press play.
Let's play, Remo.
And told my mom.
Okay, well, let me understand something, right? This been a couple years. What year did your brother killed?
My brother was killed in 22.
So it took them 3 years to do fucking DNA?
They said that Big U was running for a long time. Like, he didn't want to take the DNA test.
But here goes the thing. Big U's DNA is already on file for when he paroled. You see what I'm saying? Like my DNA is on file. Like right now, if I did something and I left some blood or saliva and they run it to the system, it's gonna match me. When I paroled out the penitentiary, they made me swab. But then again, Big U had a dope case, huh? He might not have. So that he probably wasn't. He had a dope case, it's conspiracy. So
yeah, they found his DNA test in my brother's nails.
Okay, so that's bad work.
So that means my brother's fault.
Yeah, didn't you tell me that your brother friend said it was something going on, a fight or something? Or...
Something was going on. When I told you that Big U had popped up at my brother Airbnb.
In Vegas?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And the best friend was there or whatever, but the best friend said that he didn't want to talk to my brother in front of him, so he pulled my brother upstairs to the side. He said that he knew something was going on because when Big U left and my brother came, when Big U left the Airbnb and my brother came back downstairs, he said his whole energy was off.
So what did
but the
he
best
have
friend
going
ended
on
up
with
leaving
Big
my
U?
brother the next morning.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. And how long after that did they find your brother? Next day or next couple days?
The next day. They found him the next day.
Wow. So what the fuck did he have going on with Big U? What was they doing?
Hold on. Let my mom tell you because she know everything. Hold on.
They found that shit under them nails. Who had some grass?
Don't really say.
It ain't that long. It's almost over.
Yo, Wack, what's up with this screenshot that Traplo Ross sent me of you begging Big U not to kill you?
That's cap. That's an AI. That ain't me.
It's in the indictment. It's in the indictment that you were saying, don't do this. My wife, my kids in the car. Draws. Don't do this.
That's not a text message.
No, it was a real life conversation. Henley recounted to Victim 1 an incident in which Henley and the Rolling 60s gang members chased down Wack 100 attempting to hurt him. There's 15 to 20 N-words with us with hoodies tied down. I got my hoodie on, all black, tied down.
Are you saying Big U told the police this?
I believe they have like a recording of him doing this.
Yeah, that's on him, bro. That ain't me.
Why would somebody wear a wire and do that, though?
Ask him, nigga. Don't ask me. Shit. It says, who said that?
I mean, it says that this is from 2022 in June or early month before May.
That's him saying that shit, right?
It says, though.
Ask him.
It was like, okay.
Talk to me about what they say I said.
Okay, it was Big U telling somebody else, Victim 1, that they basically ran down on you and made you beg for...
Okay, so what you got to do, Adam, you got to ask that dummy why he did that.
Probably not going to be able to ask him anytime soon.
Said what he said. Get your facts right, Adam.
No, I'm just reading this. The Traplo Ross just sent me the screenshot, and I'm like, oh, shit,
listen,
Wack 100?
You got to ask that dummy. And I'm glad he said it like that. You right. I was scared for my life. I didn't do nothing.
Damn.
Great. I think you know the real story, Adam, but if he want to put the 10 on it like that, that's cool. Hey, you know what? I agree. That's how it happened. Adam, you ain't stupid. That's the parking lot situation. If that was the case, you wouldn't have stopped.
Damn.
He know what stopped him, but if he's saying that's what stopped him, great. But that came out of his mouth, not mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Talk to Wack about what they say Wack said.
All right, yeah. Has any law enforcement tapped in with you about any of this kind of stuff?
Hell no. Because you never, listen, I ain't got nothing to say. Did it say I did something?
Nah, it doesn't say that they even contacted you.
Shit. Listen, you going to talk to Alex Kessel fucking with me.
You're going to talk to Rosenberg.
That's who you going to talk to. Who?
Rosenberg, 4Extra's lawyer. We need him on this case.
Nah, he ain't nobody. Alex, he ain't nobody.
That's Suspect's lawyer, too.
He a good lawyer?
He ain't fucking with nobody, bro. He
I'll
ain't
fuck
fucking
with
with
him.
Alex.
Shout out to Rosenberg.
Let me
man.
ask you a question, Adam.
Sure.
Let me ask you a question. You think that's gonna stop 20 niggas that's coming to get you?
Just you saying like, please no, please don't. I mean, that seems.
So that sounded to me like he's doing what with his homie? What is he doing? He doing what niggas do, right?
Doing a
Cap.
little bit of
And
cap.
guess
Just a
what?
little cap.
That
Not
is a very
Cap
true
on it.
story. That happened. I begged for my life. That's all I did. I broke down on my knees and I said, Jesus, please. And I recited scriptures and I said, thank you, Jesus. Wack never did nothing else. Good looking out. At least he did more for me than he did for Loose Cannon because he lined Loose up. He told him Loose did a move he didn't do. And I don't even fuck with Loose like that right now. But what he said Loose did, he didn't do. When I see you tomorrow, I'm going to let you hear how I know he didn't do it.
All right. What's your guess at what they're going to try to put on Brick aside from this alleged AK situation that everybody's
What
been
Brick
talking
know
about?
they going to put on him? But, okay, Brick told me straight up. I said, bro, why you involving yourself in this shit? You don't even fuck with this nigga. He said, the nigga hold this video over my head. I guarantee you they going to book Brick for a robbery. Guarantee you. Luke, the nigga, Big U, had a video of the nigga doing what he was doing and told him if he didn't get out against me and 600 at the time, because remember him and 600 was cool. You don't remember that?
No, I
Him and
remember.
600 was cool,
Yeah.
right? If you didn't go against them niggas for me, I'm releasing the video. He threatened the nigga with that.
And that's the blackmail
guarantee
that
you-
Luce mentioned yesterday.
I guarantee you they gonna hit Brick with a motherfucking robbery and a possession of a thumper. That's the video the nigga had. The nigga ain't no good.
Who, Big U or Brick?
Big U. Brick didn't do nothing wrong.
So you think Big U's a snitch already?
I know he's a snitch. We've been telling y'all he's a snitch.
You have been telling me that for a long time. And realistically, people who have even more skin in the game have told me that about Big U before. So if that
Nigga,
ends up
he
being the
been
narrative,
working.
oh my God.
He been working.
Damn.
He been working. But if a nigga listen, you know, niggas will get on the phone, they gonna make it do what it do. But we all know if 20 niggas coming to get you after a nigga been calling you a snitch from the other side, that conversation ain't gonna stop him. You know that. We all know what stopped him. And it was my blessings and my belief in the Lord that kept him from harming me. Yes, Lord. Yeah, that's what did it. Right? You can't get in trouble by law enforcement for believing in God. So I'm gonna run with his story and his narrative. This nigga been lying on all kind of motherfuckers. I don't even fuck with Luce like that right now. But the nigga put a robbery on Luce that he didn't do. Man, because Luce wouldn't do a move for him. Brick, he extorted the shit out of Brick, made Brick do all that shit he didn't want to do. That's why Brick never had an issue with me. You didn't notice overnight, Brick just started going at me in 6. He told that nigga, if you ain't my voice on this internet shit, I'm going to release this thing I got on you. I guarantee you, Brick is charged with a motherfucker. He got that AK case, but that comes later. They got him for a robbery. That this nigga, Big U, turned him in on.
God damn, I gotta try to forget about this for a little bit and go fuck some hoes. I'll be back.
The robbery's downtown too.
Again?
Shout out y'all for I still didn't even do the first one. That was just an interview. Yo, Wack, I'm about to go fuck some girls for you.
Nah, you ain't gonna fuck it for me.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about you though.
Nah, don't think about me, you
Be
weirdo.
thinking about that shiny head.
Nah, think about that motherfucking poodle you got at home. Ain't no telling what you doing.
Oh, he's here today.
That's probably why you got a tall dog, you weird motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna let him lick. Once I got that pussy juice all over my dick, I'm gonna have the dog lick it off, get it clean.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh my God. Bestiality.
Let it just walk.
Peter's coming. Hey, listen.
Bestiality.
Hey, listen. We back on the other side of the
Sus told me to
clubhouse
say
with
that.
this
Sorry.
shit.
I'll see you tomorrow, Wack.
Exclusive content. Hey, yo, Rebo, let him know when Wack came in the room the other day, the number went from 7 to 10 quick. Let him know. But it don't matter. I'm part of the No Jumper family anyway. It's supposed to be like that.
You already
No
know what's
Jumper,
going on.
hottest podcast on the West Coast, biggest podcast on the West Coast. We probably the number 2 or 3 podcasts in the motherfucking world. And we on the Adam and Wack show tomorrow. I'm back to the other side of Clubhouse. I'm out.